Hi guys, welcome to this first video chat with me and Ryan. We're hoping to make this sort of a semi-regular thing where we ponder the ongoing issues and everything that's coming up and all the news in Warhammer 40k. So I suppose the big one that's happened this week is the release of the Psychic Awakening, which we've kind of been speculating about for a while, haven't we?
Just a bit.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not entirely convinced it's ticked all the boxes for me.
It's a release of a release.
Yeah. I kind of had all sorts of weird and mad theories about what was going to happen. I think your biggest theory, Ryan, was probably Lionel Johnson coming back.
Pretty much.
You know, the tagline with
Awakening.
Awakening kind of led you to believe. Obviously, he's been slumbering under the rock. And yeah, we didn't quite get that. So
We got an update to say that there's stuff coming.
Yeah. No firm stuff either. It wasn't like this is it, but it was a bit like. So
More supplements.
flick over and I'll read what they've put because it doesn't. There really isn't quite a lot to read, to be honest. So they tell us that we're about to have our socks knocked off. My socks are always knocked off when I'm at home. So Warhammer 40k, from new law to a vast array of codexes and an awesome and rapidly growing community, there's never been a brighter time for the grim darkness of the far future. Debatable. The last couple of years have been glorious, and now we're about to kick the 41st millennium into high gear. So what does all this mean for the galaxy? A new campaign series that spans the entire galaxy. Psychic Awakening is a monumental event that will shape Warhammer 40k forever, on a scale unlike anything you've seen before. Across this epic event, every codex will see expanded rules as we explore the frontline war zones of a cataclysmic new conflict that makes the 13th Black Crusade look like a border scuffle. Now, right off the bat, I would say that's a really bold statement. Obviously, the Black Crusade is huge in the lore, and they're telling us that this new Psychic Awakening is going to make that look like, somebody's mugged a granny outside corner shop. Not entirely sure that's accurate, but we'll see. So there's one more little blurb bit. So every single Warhammer 40k faction has a stake in Psychic Awakening. So whatever your chosen army, you'll have a moment to shine. Each Psychic Awakening expansion focuses on a different war zone, providing a new perspective to this galaxy-spanning event. The series will see plot threads that have enticed fans for decades resolved. Good luck with that one. Champions new and old rise to the fore. So champions new, so new champions, so clearly new models. And old. So you never know, you might actually get your Lionel Johnson.
I mean, I think they're all coming. I mean, we're just getting Primaris versions of all the old characters, essentially, for both Imperial Fists. So your Captain Lysander will probably be coming with a Primaris version soon, making your existing one redundant.
Yeah. To be fair, I've got him on the workbench at the minute because I've been working on the fists over the last few weeks. I've had a bit of holiday. You've had some holiday this week, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got a lot to paint. I'm hiding the fact that behind me here, you can see
pod.
drop pod there. Oh, shit. And that's just the stuff that's up here. That's just newly assembled stuff. There's another 10 intercessors down there, 6 suppressors over here. Directly below me, there's probably about 100 guys.
I've got that image in my head, where you go to pour a coffee and all of a sudden there's a model in your coffee cup. Like, no, you go back over there.
Well, let's see if I can grab something. Not even moving, just bending down and grabbing a load of sprues.
Plastic crack. The local dealer. But I mean, you put Lysander against the Primaris, because obviously I bought that Imperial Fist Battle Force, which I've built, got a few additions and bits and pieces. But you put him up against the Primaris Marine, and he looks a little bit pathetic. So yeah, you're right. They probably will sort of redo bits and pieces.
The Manus Calgar versus Captain Lysander.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what the comparison is to that. It's like Mortarion, who's like this big, against
Rob G,
who's like that big. Yeah. So you're right. I think they'll probably update some of the models.
And you look at Shrike, the old Shrike, versus the new Shrike they've released. I doubt you do very well.
So, the legendary son of Korax has got an upgrade worthy of his new rank, combining classic design cues from his original model, including our first ever Beaky Primaris helmet, and the modern...
he's not wearing. It's like, it's got a beak, and it's not even wearing it.
I know, it's sat on his side. I don't like that. Get your bloody helmet on, Sunshine. You're going into battle, you're not going to have your helmet strapped by your side, are you?
I do not like Space Marines without helmets, and I bought certain Marines from eBay because I was getting them anyway, and they're already assembled with what options I wanted, so I got them because they're in pristine condition. And he hadn't put helmets on the sergeants, and I had to paint the faces. They've got helmets on their waist. They just thought suddenly in the middle of the battle, I'm going to put my helmet down and just talk openly, clearly as the guy in charge with my head out, sniper rifle fire, seeing as now we've released snipers that can shoot characters.
Yeah. There'll be snipers in them bushes, son. Take your helmet off. You're all right. So that's a picture on the screen of the new model.
You might be able to mod it, or you might be able to put the beaky helmet on, but I don't see a base to the helmet for like the neck.
No, because there's a side picture of the helmet. It's not going to let me blow that up. Yeah.
It can be modded. I would just trim the head off
and then stick that on.
Leave the neck. Yeah.
The model comes with lightning claws, so the first time that we've seen lightning claws on a Primaris sort of model.
It's got claw feet as well.
Yeah, I'll be honest. For me, the model don't do a lot. There's a lot of nice intricacies on it, but it ain't sort of my cup of tea. And I'm not the best fan of the paint job either. Let's not open the can of worms of me slagging off paint jobs, considering mine are not the best.
There's not a lot you can do with Raven Guard, to be fair. I mean, it's basically Raven Guard, Black Templars. It's for people who don't like painting.
Yeah, spray it black. Job done. So that was sort of the announcements that they made there. So yeah, I would kind of guess that we're going to see some more chapter masters and things such like that redone. I mean, they redid Calgar, didn't they? Actually, really nice model.
I put the helmet on him. Yeah. Surprise.
As you should.
I also put a helmet on my Rob G, of which he'll never be seen on the table ever again, even though he's reduced his points but become shitter.
So, now there's another talking point. So since the last time we played, obviously you've watched all the videos. If you're watching this, you're a subscriber, or maybe you're new to the channel, but
you're lost.
You know, yeah. Or you've just taken a wrong turn. You're looking for some sort of inspirational speech for boardroom on Monday morning. This ain't that. But Ryan, you play, Robbie G all the time.
I played him before they changed the rules, before 8th edition came out.
Yeah.
They released him just at the end of the previous edition, I think it was.
Now,
coming into the new edition.
They've kind of dicked him a little bit, haven't they?
They've dicked him 4 times, so before he could come back alive every turn, only once, but every turn you could keep rolling to the end to bring him back.
Yeah.
Then that went out the window. It only happens once. And then it was on a special roll that if it doesn't happen anymore. Then they increased his points up to 350. Then he went up to 400. Now they've put him down to 350, but got rid of his all wound rolls.
Now that's the big thing, isn't it? I mean, the bit that made Robbie G work and was so effective against pretty much every army I've thrown at him. Las cannons, but that's again another side note. So yeah, he acts as a force multiplier for your army, and he's just very good at it. So rerolls of hits again makes your shooting super reliable, and then sort of rerolls of wounds as well. It was just major. So pretty much, I would say 90% of the time you were getting through
Yeah,
with the las cannons. I mean, again,
unless shit rolls, which I had many a time, which
you
was
did
painful.
at inconvenient moments as well, but it. Las cannons generally what they're pointing at, they're going to be wounding on 3s or 2s. And with Gilliman's re-rolls near sort of Ryan's armoured brigade, it just made it really potent and powerful. Now, Robbie G's probably still good, as in to hit, but you've got things that can do it cheaper. So Calgar can
Yeah,
effectively fill the role that Rob Gulliman was doing for cheaper
not just
points.
that. So we have lieutenants. We had a lieutenant beforehand, so you can just bring a normal lieutenant, or you can bring a primaris lieutenant, which is a bit more expensive, but not that much. It's still only about 269 points to bring both of those. Therefore, doing everything that Gilliman can do, including Calgar's decent in combat, if he has to be, because he's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
fists, uh, there's no reason to take him. He's pretty much nearly 100 points more. He then, obviously, if you take him as your warlord, there's no real point to take him anymore as your warlord because you don't get the CP buffs as much anymore compared to Calgar. So Calgar again, still better to take. Still get 2 CP extra from that
Yeah.
being your warlord. And obviously, taking him, you're either running 2 battles: Force multiplier, which is gone. It's a Force okay multiplayer now, but it's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's a point sink because you're not taking him into combat if you're doing that.
No, because
You're wasting the sword.
you're keeping him with his troops, aren't you, within the bubble to sort of benefit him most.
They also nerfed his weapon, the sword. So now you have to use his fist, I think, if you're doing anything with decent strength.
That's
I can get it up.
Hand of Dominion.
Yeah, the Hand of Dominion and the Sword of the Empire. So let me get it up.
Was it the Emperor's Sword?
Yeah.
That rings a bell.
So the Emperor's Sword is +2 strength, so it's strength 8 -4, 3 damage. He gets 6 attacks, but the Hand of Dominion melee is ×2 strength, so strength 12 -3, 4 damage. Which you're going to have to use the Hand of Dominion if you're going to be taking anything larger out. And generally, you're wasting the points because usually, if you're using the Emperor's Sword, you're against more opponents.
Yeah.
And you're just wasting those 3 damage because usually you're going to be attacked by hordes with 1 damage.
Yeah, no, it's a fair point. So it's almost a horde killer that negates sort of the benefit of it.
Maybe if you get like armored knobs into you, but like in that situation, you're dead anyway because you're not going to chew through them. And then you can, as space range, ultra range, you can fall back and shoot. What use is that going to do? Because you can only fall back his movement, which let me just check. It is 8 inches. Which then in your consecutive movement and a like chart, no, it's not.
Yeah, because I can then move and charge. Like I'll move my, let's argue, 5-6 inches, and then I've got like a 3-inch charge. Thank you very much. Yeah, you're straight back into combat with him, aren't you?
And then you've got bodyguards, but they're not great for that. They're not going to help you in a hard situation.
Yeah, well, bodyguards is another sore point. So, do you kind of think that what they're doing with the Primarchs is giving you the Primarchs and the access to
you can use them. Just ducks, they're shit.
Well, the thing is with Mortarion, so I've got Mortarion, beautiful model. Ryan did a really good paint job on it.
Still not finished. I still need to do a little more work on it.
Yeah, but standards wise, it's great. So we had that.
Yeah, against pro painted eBay.
Yeah, anything's good about that. That might actually be a talking point for another week's video. Pro painted that looks like a clown's face. But yeah, Mortarion is such a stunning model on the tabletop, but you have to either sink tons of points into his bodyguard, because immediately the first thing on the board that people are going to shoot at is Mortarion. And obviously we played it, I say we, it was mainly me, let's be honest, played it wrong, that when he started on his wounds and got below, was it 10 wounds?
The thing is, I still killed him.
Yeah, you
even with
you still did, even with that sort of unintentional cheat. You know,
which now
I thought his
looking back,
wounds dropped down and then he couldn't be targetable. Well, that was complete bollocks. He could be targeted like the entire way through. Yeah, he just ain't worth his points. I mean, he's a massive point sink. Don't get me wrong, he gets in combat and shit dies in. You know, he got in combat with Gilliman. We did a little Gilliman versus Morty thing. Hands down, Morty wins every time, unless you roll like chaff. He's a beat stick in combat, but you're sinking so many points into him. So you've either got him on the board and you're flying him up and trying to get in combat while getting shot to pieces, or you're going low and slow with his bodyguard and you're sinking half of your army's value into running him on the board. So really cool, really thematic, and if you're playing fluffy story games, great, why not? But not really usable in competitive play, which is why in a lot of Death Guard lists you just don't see him. Again, Gilliman was seen in just about every single Imperial list going for a long period of time because he was that good. He did his job at making sure you did damage. But now they've kind of taken away that ability, and like you said, there's better options there. So that's...
Yeah, and you're gaining 100 points by not taking him.
Yeah.
You can do exactly the same as what he does currently, at less. And then you have points which you can sink into a squad of eliminators that can shoot characters, a squad of suppressors at 90 points. Again, autocannons.
Exactly. So you've got a Demon Primarch who, cool as buggery, but is pretty much unplayable in competitive play. And now you've got Gilliman who, again, cool as buggery. That model's stunning. Absolutely stunning. The sword, the flames, it looks beautiful. But realistically, in competitive play, we'll now not see play.
And I mean, with Lionel L. Johnson, you'll have on a 6, if you roll a 6, you can have him sleep and not be targeted.
Do you know, when you started to say that, I knew what was coming. I thought, yep, he's going back to sleep.
But Lionel Johnson has now gone into psychic sleep. He has now got a force field barrier. He cannot be targeted. He cannot do anything, but he cannot be targeted. He costs 600 points.
Oh dear. You can almost...
On a roll of a 1, on the 6th turn, you can win the battle.
And then G-Double, in months' time, after people have played around with this idea, go, no, we're going to cut him in points by 50 points, but now he only partially sleeps. And his bubble can be stripped straight off. Or So it's great they're putting the Primarchs in the game. And like you said, they think they're probably going to carry on and put as many in as they can.
But they're combating that by bringing in Chapter Masters and upgrading them into Primaris.
Yeah. Yeah.
And special characters as well. Whoever, like heroes. Like I'm surprised Sergeant Cronus. There'll be probably a Primaris version in the future if they try and start phasing out the tanks.
Well, they're definitely going to up the range, aren't they? Because we were talking...
No bikes. No Primaris bikes, annoying.
I think that'll come.
Yeah, but the White Scars book came out, the supplement, and they didn't launch bikes.
Yeah, which is a bit...
Which is like...
Yeah, I agree with you. Complete own goal.
Instead we got Impulsor. And another thing when they do announcements, it's like, we saw the Iron Hands Tech Marine ages ago, the character. Still not released. We've seen the Impulsors and all the new Vanguard units for ages, still not released. They mentioned in curses like, oh, they're coming soon. Right, so you're just slowly releasing them so then people buy them. Because, like, oh yeah, the new model's out. Oh, buy it. Yeah. But actually the models are shit, like the Impulsor. Transport capacity of 6. The other thing that has transport capacity of 6, their so-called now Primaris tank, which also has a transport capacity of 6, but fills a heavy support slot.
Yeah. They a lot of their releases seem to be a bit like, when do we need a sales spike? When do we need our graphs to go up? So we'll release that model now, and then sales drip down, drip down. Then we'll do... Because you're right, if they released all this stuff at once, could the average Joe afford to buy it all? No.
And also, I think most people would not buy most of it. They won't buy the impulsors because they're probably crap. Well, they are crap. I've looked at them. They're not great. They're pointless in taking them. You could take a repulsor which has more guns, is tougher, or you could take an executioner which doubles as your tank.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of getting annoyed with the fact that they're bringing stuff that has got multiple purposes.
Yeah.
I don't want a tank with transport capacity. I want a tank. If I wanted a transport, I'd have a transport.
Yeah, you want
but you're giving me an option.
you get a Razorback.
It's like, oh, you can have this repulsor. It can transport 10 Primaris Marines. But it also costs a shit ton of points because you can add all these guns on it.
Yeah.
Like, yay? Why?
And then immediately you've got a massive point model on the board that serves...
Shoot it!
Yeah, it serves little purpose, and then basically... If I see a big tank on the board, I go... yeah, I want to kill that.
And people running them with Hellblasters in. That's usually what's all that's happening. I don't understand this thing about running repulsors with Hellblasters in it, or like any type of the Primus transport. They drop them off. Because in the moment soon, on you turn 2 of your Ultramarines, you then put the tactical doctrine in, which then initiates the Scions of Gilibert, which means you can move and shoot, no penalties. Why in the world would you be putting them in a freaking tank that is expensive and shit?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, it's got a las cannon on it, and it's got a las talon on it. Well, twin las cannon. But then it's also a massive point sink because you're having to pay for the transport capacity. Again, with the executioner, they're going, oh, it's this expensive because you've got this amazing gun, and it can also carry 6 Marines, because that's what you wanted when you asked for a Primaris tank. Same with the Forge World Primaris Super Heavy they released, which is an anti-aircraft gun. You know, the amount of competitive lists that run flyer units.
Yeah, not many.
Right, there's some Eldar. Drakari.
Drakari, almost a banned word. Almost. So what else? So they released the info regarding.
There's legends we need to talk about. They're phasing out all the index units for tournaments.
Yeah.
And I'm making Warhammer Legends, and this is the final rules they're going to have, and points rules, and all the costing rules. This is it. But you're not going to be advised to use them at tournaments, and like the rule of 3 and everything else that tournaments are using. Of course they'll use it. So I won't have my Tech Marine on bike, even though that's awesome, because he can keep up with the tanks. Having a Tech Marine who cannot keep up with his own vehicle is a bit stupid, because you can't have... There's no Tech Marine transport.
I mean,
I'm not going to then run a little Rhino for my Tech Marine, like a special little taxi that I'll paint red.
What are you taking him for? To wave off the tanks as they pull off into the distance, and he goes, I'll catch up in a few turns, it's alright.
Because now we can move and shoot without penalties. So everyone's going to be moving their tanks like buggery, because you can.
Yeah.
Because why would you have them sat still when you can move them into better positions and move them near objectives? And the Tech Marine is going to be like, well, I can only move 6 inches a turn. You're moving 20.
Yeah, it don't make any plausible sense, does it? I mean, the only thing I can think of as to why they're doing this is because
It hits orcs though. No more orc war boss on bike.
Yeah, which is shit.
Yeah.
You'll have seen in one of the battle reports. I've got a converted orc war boss.
Looter tanks, I think, also is in there index.
Yeah. Well, looter tanks you can use in.
Open play.
Yes. Yeah. So you can't use them in match play, but you can use them in open play.
No one ever does open play.
Again, yeah, exactly. Again, it's just a waste of an opportunity. As long as your opponent knows what that tank is and what it can do, I don't see why you can't customise it for, because that's about as orky as you get, isn't it?
Kit bash.
Take a load of scrap, smack it together, stick a fucking engine on back, and off you go. The only reason I can think that they're sort of scaling stuff out now is because they want you to buy the new stuff. It's like you can't use your old models that's sitting on a shelf.
Which is crap.
Please buy the new stuff. Because at the minute you've got the option of the index, haven't you? Where
I think it's also the eBay situation where a lot of people just buy old units, strip them, repaint them on eBay. Yeah, but a lot of people do that, but it's one of the quickest ways to get most of the stuff that isn't available anymore because they phase a lot of the stuff out that previously was on the shop.
it's true, and for all I've got a good job, well-paying job, etc. I've got a family as well, so I can't afford to go out at every new G-dub release and go, there's a nice new tank, 50 quid, thanks, I'll have that. Don't get me wrong, there's times I do it, but for me, it's more economic to go on eBay, find something that's sort of okay-ish, because I have bought some shit stuff off there, let's be honest.
But the other thing with it is, yeah, we can buy stuff off eBay, but why wouldn't you save money if it's exactly what you wanted anyway, and it's cheaper, and it comes assembled? Sometimes people don't want to assemble shit models. Say Redempted Dreadnoughts, I'm looking at you.
We can both agree on that, because I had you just put yours together this week, didn't you? I had an absolute pig of a time. I remember when I was building mine months and months.
Well, it's my second, and it was painful. You've seen what happened to the first one. I just I crushed it.
It's now terrain piece on the first. But I can remember putting it together and you messaging me saying, "Oh, have you finished it yet?" Nope. Day 2. Oh, have you finished it? Nope. Day 3. Yeah, now I've done. It was just a pain in the ass to get together.
Well, the thing is, it's like, oh, I've got moving joints, but you have to glue this bit, but not touch this bit, which is 1 millimeter away from that bit. You just have to glue.
Yeah.
And if you glue that bit, you're screwed. So, haha.
So you pretty much got to find a pose that you like and glue the bastard, because, like you say, it's so difficult to not get any glue. And of course, glue runs.
I mean, I can pose mine, but like I've cheated on a lot of it because I use white tack.
That works.
And also to give him a decent pose, like
yeah,
I raised the foot up with white tack, which will become part of the basing when he gets the Martian sand on. But he can still move his arm. Like, ooh, I can do that. Wow. I can go. Ooh, I can shoot someone now. Like. Do you know another thing? You know it's meant to slot in and then you can turn it.
Yes.
That does not have that doesn't work. It's a load of shit. That does not turn.
It's the same design as a Lehman Russ turret, isn't it? You know where they've got the circle with the 2 grooves and you like slot your turret in and then twist.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same as that.
But they've messed up the tolerances because not all of them come out right. And that one, when I put it in, it didn't want to turn. I had to literally go turn. And then it's staying there because I'd break it to turn it back.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a shame that they're getting rid of sort of certain stuff because it just adds flavour to the game. As long as my opponent knows exactly what it is and it's modelled, I don't get it. It's just another money grab, isn't it? To be fair, we want you to stop using the stuff that's on your shelf from years ago and splash and all this new stuff. Yeah. Now,
it's why they're reducing points as well, as we mentioned earlier. Reducing the points of intercessors, reducing the points here and there. So here you go, I could take a tactical squad, but it's actually not that much more to just take an intercessor squad and they're better.
Well, that was the argument the other day. So I was building the first list. Now, Ryan's played Space Marines for years now. I haven't played Space Marines since 5th edition, probably.
You just suffered with Grey Knights.
That'll be another video. Because actually, we've got some really good shit to talk about on Grey Knights, because Ryan's made up some rules and all sorts of things that would actually fix Grey Knights. It's really, really quite cool. And not game-breaking, but just competitive.
Stratagems and Like,
We'll discuss that in another bid because that's going to take a while. But I haven't played them for that long, so I put together a list on Battlescribe, got the new updates, blah blah, and I just can't justify taking tactical squads at was it about 113, 114 points? In fact, sod it.
Battlescribe.
I've got a Battlescribe on my phone with the roster because I do have a 10-man tactical squad in it just to make points up and bodies on the board. Plus, of course, the more bodies around an objective, etc.
Unless you've got Thunderfire cannons, in which case it's just free target range for ducks.
I need Thunderfire cannons for the fists. Ignoring cover. Yeah, so a 10-man tactical squad with a missile launcher. That's it, just one heavy weapon. I lied, it wasn't 100. 140 points. Or I can have a 5-man intercessor squad with Stalker bolt rifles, and the sergeant has a power fist, because that's what the supremacy box set came with, for 94 points. So I'm saving myself 46 points for effectively the same wounds.
And even if you took a full man squad, it wouldn't be that much more than a full man tactical.
And the weapons have minus AP on them.
Yeah. Even if they're normal bolters, the only one that doesn't, I think, is the assault bolters. But then you've got your doctrines on top of that, and that cancels that out.
So you can see, just like we were talking about, that they don't want you particularly using your tactical squads. They did do a little fix, didn't they? So they brought out the bolter discipline to get you using them more often now. But
yeah, but they've now made it so, you can use the bolter discipline, but it's so much better on your decent troops, i.e. the Primaris, with bolters that actually work.
Yeah.
Like bolters.
And then they took away the bolter discipline off the vehicles. So the rule that was pretty cool and good now it's okay, but it's not quite what it was.
I mean, I think I've got one of the few land raiders that is of any use now.
So the last bit that we've got to talk about today is the long awaited, and this is another example of what you were talking about earlier, Ryan, how G-Dub say, oh, we'll do this and we'll do that, and then,
2 years later.
Well, in this case, yeah, many years later, Plastic Sisters of Battle have been announced. They're coming in an army box, effectively, and they look really, really good. Here we go. So
there's not much to them. There's only certain units. I have a feeling that they won't release any more updated Sisters of Battle for some time, and that this box set is probably what they're running with.
Yeah, to be fair, I kind of agree with you. So it's great, and the models look beautiful, and everything else.
It's a limited set.
There we go.
You got some troops, you got a flyer, and you've got a penitent engine, and then you've got the cannoness.
Now the penitent engine looks absolutely amazing. One of the best models I think I've seen them do in a long time. Again, it looks very much to me like an Orc Death Dread.
Yeah.
With the cutter blades and everything, but the guy who's clearly just having the life frigging stripped out of him.
There is one which has a woman in, so I think that's probably optional. Whoever's piling it.
But that looks really cool. What a lovely model.
Flyer, you'll have to get rid of that awful flying stand, because they're useless.
Yeah, so that's up on the screen now. The wings look cool. It's good. She's not very well endowed, to be fair. Could really be a Space Marine boy in there for all intents and purposes. And then obviously there's the main squad there. But yeah, really nice models, and I'm sure a lot of people that have been playing with the metal Sisters of Battle sort of stuff will be thinking, thank God for that, that's great.
But they'll be stuck buying multiple box sets at the moment till they're individually released, if they're individually released?
Well, so I read a rumour that it's only a limited edition run of these box sets.
I bet they'll wait to see how many people buy them and then go, actually, we can release them now. And if no one buys them, they won't.
Yeah, I'd kind of get that. So they'll do a run of these box sets, these army sets, and then, like you say, if they do well, they'll sell them individually. If they don't do well, it was, well, we gave you what you wanted.
There you go.
Yeah. So I think sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, I mean, they talk about having a range and that they're expanding. You can't, can't believe some of the models that are coming. But a lot of the options, army-wise, don't even have that much in terms of new models. So, yeah, they have, there's flavour, but that's if you're Chaos and Space Marines.
You notice that you're getting a lot less on the board, though, as well.
Yeah.
So, when they talked about 8th edition streamlining the game, making it faster to play, well, it's faster to play because I've got half of the models on the board that I did in 7th edition. That's why it's faster to play.
I bet with Orcs it'd be, here's your new Orcs, Prime Orcs. They're tougher, and you don't need as many.
Yeah, but there's something to be said about 90 Orc boys swarming across the table, isn't there? But yeah, less models on the board, less movement, so your movement phase speeds up, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, so it's just movement and advance at the same time.
It seems to be smaller armies with more wound costs. So higher wounds, smaller armies. But it does save you some time out. So I think we'll end the video there for tonight, guys. We've talked about quite a bit. We've got loads to talk about. So hopefully this video goes across really well with you, and we can do this on a sort of semi-regular basis, because we've got lots more to talk about. The Grey Knights, again, that would be an absolutely great video. Some of Ryan's ideas are, I'll use the GW term, knock your socks off.
Yeah.
There's a bold statement. In fact, Ryan's Grey Knight ideas are bloodier than the 13th Crusade, or... Anyway.
It's just, yeah. All new stuff coming soon. Better than previous stuff! Exclamation mark. You'll be so excited. Each book will have powerful and thematic rule updates for at least 2 factions. For at least 2 factions.
Yeah, I read that and thought, what do they mean by that?
The other thing, Psychic Awakening and Tau. Psychic Awakening and Necrons. 2 armies which have no psychic ability whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, all coming soon, Psychotau.
So thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Happy gaming.
See ya.